Alright, it's the end of the day. I thought I'd get a shot of that moon for you guys. It's pretty bright. I don't know if it's going to focus. Full moon. Hope everybody sees that where you're at. Hopefully the snow stopped and the skies are clear. So, didn't get everything I wanted to do today done, but did get some stuff done. Hans has got this just about out. I don't know if you can see that from the moonlight, but that's his motor hanging halfway in, halfway out. We'll help him get that done tomorrow. Then he spilt like 10 quarts of transmission fluid out here by my shop, so he had to clean that up. That's a nightmare. Got him some kitty litter for in the morning. See if I can get in here. Anyway, got the new intake manifold pretty much put together. Swapped the rails over, put new O-rings on the injectors, and put all the bolts in there. And then Mark got me sidetracked today on my cylinder heads. I haven't been working on the Nova. A lot of you guys asked me to work on it and get it going. So here's one head done. Thanks to Mark. Got me motivated to work on them. Got them all gasket matched and cleaned them all up. I'll go ahead and get this one assembled. There you go. Get this one assembled up and get the next one out and finish it up. So that's what I did today. Sort of took the day and worked on my own stuff. But I got them looking pretty good. And I think this one's done. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll go ahead and go with that. Should work pretty good. And of course, you know, I like to take all my stuff to the track, you know, and see how that works. So you guys will go with me when I get it running for sure. And they're looking pretty sweet though. Pretty clean. Pretty nice. Should work out good. I noticed a lot of guys that are exchanging stickers again. And there's some guys that are new in the garage and they want a vwdarrin sticker. I got some of these left, and PM me if you want a sticker. I'd be more than glad to send one to you. I'll check the inbox. I guess that's the best place to put it. Or if you have Andrea's email, I think it's at yahoomail.com or however you do that, and it's Lady Cadillac. But if you don't have her email, just put a message in my inbox there, and I'll get some of these out to people if they want them. I know there's some new guys in the garage, and yeah. And I know the guys have been asking about shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts. I need about 20 guys to make a new screen to make it cost effective. So there's some guys that want some shirts, or there's guys that ordered shirts the first time that need some new shirts, want to re-up, want to still be on the shirt. Unless you tell me you want to be off the shirt, of course you'll still be on the shirt. You don't have to worry about being taken off. There's only a couple guys that want to be off the shirt, and there's a bunch of guys that want to be added. So if you could sort of start sending that list to Andrea, you know, if you want to be on the shirt, put it in a little comment, put it in an email. If you're new to the garage and I haven't found your channel, you know, if you comment on my video, that's the easiest way for me to find you, to check out your channel. I had somebody comment on my channel, it's been 5 or 6 videos ago, and I'm going to do a shout out for them. They have a Mustang project going. I don't remember his name right offhand, but I went in and I watched a bunch of his videos, and he's doing a Mustang project, and I see a lot of the usual suspects over there that were watching them. Yeah, I never saw the guy's channel before. So if you're new to the garage and you want to be on the shirt, you know, drop me a line, make a comment so I know that you're out there making videos, and I can subscribe to you and check out your channel. Like I said, the guy that's doing the Mustang is doing some really sweet work. He's got a nice motor in there. It's a really nice blue, and he's doing some really nice work. I'm going to give him a shout out. I got his name inside there, and I told him I'd make a video for him. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and he's wanting some more subscribers, some more input on his channel. So you know, if I can help promote your channels, I'd be more than glad to do that, because people help me build my channel, and it's hard to do it without commenting on others people's channel. If you want to build your subscriber base up. You know, you got to go around and subscribe to other people and comment on their videos and let them know that you're out there. That's the only way that we can find you now. It's really hard to get videos from YouTube now. It's not like it used to be where you make a video and it pop up and everybody could see it. I don't think they do that. Certain people, you don't see their videos for a long time. I just saw one from Velvet Hammer on a Cushman project that he did, and it had 152 views, and I'd never seen it before, and it just popped up. And I caught it going through the YouTube site, not in my subscriber site. So the videos still aren't coming real normal, you know, as far as a lot of the guys are in the garage. I don't catch a lot of their videos until a lot of people have seen them. So I apologize for that. It's not that I don't want to watch them. It's just that I don't see them all the time, and they're not where I can see them. So I see them from other people commenting or liking on the video. It'll pop up, so-and-so liked the video. So that's why it's important to comment on the videos and like them. Like them and comment, and it pops up on the top when you do that. It lets people know that you're active and watching videos. So we didn't get anything done back here today. Just the Mustang mess out there, and basically this intake manifold and the cylinder head. This is another 6 or 7 hours here in this. You can spend 50-60 hours easy on a set of heads. More like probably 100 when you include the valve job and setting the springs up and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about this. You know, it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot of work, and I can go ahead and put this together now. Get this head painted and bag it, and get back on the big block. A lot of people have been wanting some Nova progress, so I guess that's the next step, is to get this motor unbagged over here. I assembled this, and this is a steel crank. It's getting rusty, you know, from sitting here, people touching it. The crank was all polished and stuff, so everywhere, you know, somebody touched it, it rusted. But we're gonna bust this one back down and put some 10.5-to-1 pistons in it. It's got some flat top cast pistons in it now, and I found some 10.5-to-1 small dome forged pistons. So we'll put those on. We got some ARP bolts there, and that's pretty much it. It's a steel crank, and we're gonna put those oval port heads on this one, and then I'm gonna build a bigger motor. I got this Cali's crank here to make a 509, and I need to get a big M block. I want to get an aftermarket block so I can go 450 on the bore and not have a problem with the cylinder. And then I want the 4-volt main splayed caps too. I don't want a GM block. So sort of looking for one of those, and then of course I'm going to need some bad heads for that motor. So I don't know, I'm just going to accumulate some parts for that. But right now we'll have this 454 in there. It should run pretty good with those oval ports. Should be respectable. Got a small little nitrous kit for it, and should run pretty good. So I got some nice pieces in the box over there for it. Billet timing cover, and you know, a nice Coy's tree roller chain and stuff like that. So it should run pretty good. I got some Milodon valve covers, or I'm not sure what brand they are. They're billet aluminum, not billet but cast aluminum. I was gonna throw them up in the mill and try to figure out how to use that mill and mill the name off the top of them. So they didn't say anything on them. But yeah, so starting to babble. I'll go ahead and shut this off. Again, sticker thing, you know, if you guys want a sticker, let me know. And I saw Nickel Nose's video tonight. I'd like to get him a sticker. I'd like to get one of his. There's a couple of you guys that are trying to build your sticker wall up, and you know, if we can exchange stickers, you know, I'll make some videos for you, try to get the guys in the garage getting on the sticker thing again, because I know a lot of them have stickers. They just don't know you guys want them. So yeah, it's cool to get the wall art up on the wall. Makes you feel like you're part of the garage. I've had a couple people again ask me about, you know, getting in the garage, and there's no special membership or anything, you know, just try to be nice, constructive, and you know, put some videos up. That's the main thing. You know, the making of the videos is pretty important, because there's a lot of people that depend on your videos, whether you think or not, you know, that can't get out in the garage, that still like to do this stuff and watch our videos. It reminds them of when they could do it. And those are the kind of people I like making videos for. The guys that can't get out in the garage, but they like to watch on the computer and be involved with the projects that way. But there's a lot of good guys in the garage. I don't know how many stickers I got. I have a lot of them. Some license plates, different items. I need to make a video. I got some real prized possessions people have sent me from YouTube. Special stuff that I've got inside the house. I almost need to make a cabinet for it. I've got some really cool stuff people have sent me over the 3-year period, and stuff that I won't part with. I'll die with that stuff. So it means a lot to me. I think it's sort of cool. I've met some really good friends in the YouTube garage, and I think a lot of other guys have too. So yeah, I saw Rudder over at this other guy's site. Of course, he's a Mustang guy, so I know a lot of guys sort of associate with guys that are working on cars that they're working on. So depends on what you're working on as to who's watching your videos. So I know when I start working on this Nova, I'll get different people that have sort of shied away because, you know, they want to see this thing running, but it takes money. So that's always hard to come by when you got 3 kids. So the main hold up now on this is the brakes. I think once I get that other head done, I'll be more motivated to get it finished. I could use these rotors, but I definitely need calipers. And then I got to get a master cylinder set up for it too. I've seen a couple of these that are power. They make them smaller diameter. They'd probably clear the tall valve cover on the big block, but I just don't know about the vacuum. So I'm still thinking I want to convert it to manual brakes, manual master cylinder. It's got a manual steering box on it. This is a real SS car, believe it or not, and came factory with the disc brakes and 12 bolt. 12 bolts gone. Now it's got a 9-inch Ford under it in the back, and it's got frame connectors under there. But yeah, I was trying to go for the street thing. It was a drag car and trying to make it more of a street car. This car's got solid bushings all the way through it. All the body bushings are solid aluminum, Moroso bushings. So it's sort of loud. It's not too bad with carpet in it and stuff though, and it doesn't flex around too much. I did cut the roll cage out. That's probably something we'll have to address and do something with that. Probably just order like a chassis engineering kit or something like that, pre-bent, and fit it and weld it in there. Something small, not too crazy. But yeah, the master cylinder thing, I need to get some of that going. I got to do some research and find out what I need as far as the rod here. I don't know if it's got a different rod, different ratio for the pedal, because a lot of times they change the where the push rod pushes from on the pedal, you know, depending on if you're using a power or a non-power master cylinder. I've noticed that these master cylinders and booster kits are pretty cheap. I've seen them in the Nova catalogs for like 269 bucks. With the master cylinder, the booster, and the proportion valve, and all these lines, which is a pretty steal of a deal. But I don't want to buy something that I'm not going to be able to use. And usually when you put a performance cam in, there's not enough manifold vacuum to operate the power brakes. A lot of guys have suggested going with like a hydro boost, and that's a belt driven deal. And I don't know if I'd be able to incorporate that on my motor. I'm sure there's setups out there, but I'm thinking just a manual setup's what I want to do, because it's going to be the easiest way, I think. But it was actually more expensive than buying the power booster. Last time when they had the turkey rod runs here, I checked at one of those brake suppliers, and he wanted more for the non-power setup than the power setup, which is crazy to me. But it's something that we'll have to move forward, is those brake parts, and soon we'll have to make it roll and get it out of here so we can work on it. But right now I've sort of just left it back here until this thing's gone, and this is getting close. You know, I just sort of got to get the body lift up, so got to get a few guys over here, pick this up, and get those seals glued down, and then I can get rid of this car, and that'll clear up a bunch of space once this is gone, because you know, you sort of got to walk around this and be careful all the time, and be careful about what you put next to it. And people don't think about stuff like my son put this jack here with the jack handle pointing towards the car, you know, and that's you never want to do that kind of stuff when the cars are painted. But what can you do, you know? This car should have been gone a long time ago. And hopefully nothing will happen to it. I know Matt said that he'd be nervous with it sitting in the middle of the shop, and yeah, I'm sort of nervous. I don't use my garage a whole lot anymore though, so once I get rid of these two cars though, it'll give me a lot of room. Both these belong to the same people, and then the Honda up there belongs to another friend, so I got quite a few people's cars in my shop right now. And yeah, I just need to shit or get out the pot, get rid of them, and move on so I can start doing my stuff. That's what I'm really looking forward to. That's when the videos will get better for me, is when I'm actually making headway on my projects. I was trying to keep up with Rick and Shut Your Face Garage on this one. I sort of fell way behind on it, you know. Got unmotivated and got caught up in other stuff. So it doesn't take much to lose my train of thought, for sure. That's one thing I'm still working on. So we're sort of talking about that yesterday. Me and Andrea went on a trip to Orlando together, and I don't know, it was Valentine's Day yesterday, so we were talking about different stuff. We've been together for 25 years. I only remember 15 of them, and she holds that against me. And I'm working on trying to, you know, make things right with her, but apparently I was pretty shitty for those 10 years, and it's sort of hard to make that up to somebody. So, especially when you can't remember what you did, you know, they just tell you stories, and you have to believe them. So, sort of dealing with that, you know. It's a, you know, work in progress. There's always something to do around here, whether it's in the garage or with personal relationships, trying to rebuild and mend fences that I've knocked down. But anyway, that's something we were talking about yesterday. So more and more of this stuff comes back to me as I get my memory back, and you know, I'm gonna try to go to the Gators this year and hook up with some of my old friends that I used to work with, and I'm gonna take a camera with me and see how that works out. And that could be a whole new chapter, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Could be life-changing. But anyway, I saw where Mark commented on these heads, so I think maybe he was gonna take me up on the 781s here. I think that'd be a good choice for you, buddy. I mean, the compression just alone is something that you really don't want to deal with on a street car. You know, you can make plenty of power. 500 horsepower, pretty easy with a set of oval port heads, you know, and you don't have to deal with the compression and all that stuff. So, and you can always tickle it with a little good gas when you want to get to the track, and it gives you the ability to put a little nitrous on there, and opens your tuning window up. Anytime you go with a high compression setup, you know, you narrow your tuning window, and that's a mistake a lot of guys make. You know, they'll make the compression so high that they only have so many options. That's sort of where I'm at with this car, with the 8mm studs. You know, I can't really turn the boost up because compression's too high. And with the turbo car, it's a lot of the compression depends on the turbocharger, the way it multiplies the compression ratio. Some of them are harder on the motor than others, and the 60-1 Hi-Fi Turbonetics turbo is pretty demanding on the fuel. I had a TO4, what was it, a Borg Warner on here first, and you could run 110, 115 octane in it and not get much detonation, but this baby here makes the steam for sure. So I'm sort of limited, you know, I don't want to hurt the motor. And I try to keep everything that way. But I try to tell people, you know, even when I build these Volkswagen motors like, you know, the Super 1600, you narrow your tuning window anytime you put compression into something. And, you know, we did that with this. And, you know, you narrow your tune-up up. You have to be fat on the carburetors a little bit to make sure you don't get lean. And you got to be cautious with the timing you run and the fuel that you put in it. So all that stuff comes into play. Compression is one of those things that I don't like to deal with on the street. You can make powers other way, and you know, pump gas is what's available. If that's in your budget, then you got to build it accordingly, you know. Not too many of us have $17 a gallon for racing gas in a street car, so it's a real bummer. So anyway, got this Trandy down here. Got to get on that. I'm gonna go down to Scooters next week, hopefully, and I'll take that apart and clean that up, put it in the jig, go through it, lay that out like a picnic basket, and show you guys a few things in there. I think this transmission here represents pretty much what Easy Jeezy's trying to show you. You know, some of the tricks that he's showing you. This is sort of a street transmission here, and a lot of the items will be the same. One thing I did notice about this, if you're a Volkswagen guy, is look at this reverse gear. Look how sweet that is, man. I've never seen one that nice before, that crisp on both sides. It's as nice on the engaged side as the other side. So that was pretty encouraging. This has got the aftermarket plate on it there, and it's got the solid sleeve there under third and fourth gear, and it's got the crown steel shift works on it. So it's got a few little goodies in there. We'll try to beef it up a little bit. It's got the you know, not so narrow first gear. It's not a great first gear. It's not an aftermarket first gear or anything, and it'll tolerate some abuse, but not much. It wouldn't hold up in this car at all. So I used to deal with trannies like that. I've been 1160s, 1150s with a stock main shaft with a Super Beetle main shaft ground down, and they break pretty much on a regular basis. I'd get about 8 or 9 passes out of one of these first gears and break it off. This car used to hang the wheels pretty hard in the air, and doesn't do that too much anymore. Here's clean up my building. Can't walk in here. Here's a picture from South Carolina. It's picking them up a little bit there. That's with new slicks, and no burnout. When I came home, the tag's still on the slick on the other side over here, so I didn't get the tires cleaned up really good. So yeah, when it was aspirated though, it used to really stand up. You could see the hood handle from behind the car a lot of the times when it used to drive up on the ring gear when it didn't have any power. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me shut it off. Sticker thing, t-shirt thing. So if you want to be on the shirt, let's try to get 20 guys up. Even if you're not new, if you want some shirts or whatever, let me know. I can try to get a hold of John and see if I can get some t-shirts. If I can't get a hold of John, I'll have to get a hold of a different supplier for the shirts and do that. So there you go, Anthony. You see anything that used to be yours there?